Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Macabre'Gorium Labs presents a showcase of things likely forgotten. My name is Bats and I hope you'll join me today as we take a look at an interesting topic with Carrie, Samantha, Charlotte, and Miranda as they take on the trials and tribulations of New York City and take on love and relationships as well as looking out for Mr. Big with today's topic.
Well, wait, Bats. That's not today's topic, is it?
Yeah, it says right here, Big City.
Yeah, you're gonna need to check again.
Hold on, let me check my notes.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, you know what? We nearly dodged a bullet on that one. This is Sheep in the Big City. So hold on one second. Let's try that again. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Macabre'Gorium Labs presents a showcase of things likely forgotten, Cartoon Network edition. My name is Bats, and I hope you'll join me today as we talk about today's topic, Sheep in the Big City. Bye! Unless I'm mistaken, in previous videos we have mentioned Cartoon Network's Cartoon Summer, a programming block that aired on August 18th of the year 2000, and it was where several cartoon series would actually get their start. Several that we have talked about already, and a few more we will talk about in the future, including today's topic. In our efforts to break our own continuity, today's topic is the 9th cartoon from the Cartoon Summer, Sheep in the Big City. It got its official debut on Cartoon Network on November 17th of the year 2000 and would air until April 7th, 2002. However, there would be reruns showing on Cartoon Network until 2003. Sheep in the Big City was created by Mo Willems and written by Mo Willems, David Wayne, and Joey Mazzarino. This cartoon would be produced by the company Curious Pictures, with talented producers Chris Greengrove for Season 1 and Bruce Knapp for Season 2. This series would have 2 seasons containing 26 total episodes with a runtime of 22 minutes per episode. And just in case you're wondering, that's about 572 minutes of this awesome show. As usual, before we check out what this show's all about, let's take a look at its awesome cast of characters. Up first, obviously, is Sheep, voiced by Kevin Seal. Sheep is an anthropomorphic sheep that is owned by Farmer John. Sheep would get his name from Farmer John, who just thought he looked like a little sheep when he was born. But Sheep's life isn't just hanging out in a field all day. Oh no, he's actually being chased by General Specific and tries to see his love, Swanky the Poodle. Next up we have General Specific, also voiced by Kevin Seal. General Specific is the leader of the secret military organization that is always trying to catch sheep for his sheep-powered ray gun. Hold on a minute, let me check my notes. It says sheep-powered ray gun. This show was awesome. No matter how many times Sheep eludes him, he just keeps trying. It kind of comes off a little like Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, but unfortunately Acme doesn't deliver to the town of Sheep in the Big City. Then there was the plot device, voiced by Stephanie D'Abruzzo. This is exactly what it sounds like. Plot device is a machine that comes up with plans for General Specific. Moving along, we have Sheep's original owner, Farmer John. He's voiced by James Godwin and is also trying to recapture Sheep. Farmer John loves Sheep and misses him when he goes away to the city. How touching. Of course, General Specific wouldn't be alone or he'd just be an army of one, and that's why he had Private Public, voiced by James Edmund Godwin. Private Public is smarter than the General, but doesn't want the responsibility of leadership. The show also has a narrator, Ben Plotz, voiced by Ken Schatz. While he does like the cast of the show, he complains about the plots of various episodes. He is able to embellish the story if he hates the ending or can make changes to the show in order to save money. The fourth wall break is also pretty common in this cartoon. The angry scientist, voiced by Mo Willems, works for the secret military organization. He doesn't speak English very well, but he invents the gadgets that the secret military organization use, including the clone, a time-travel bicycle, and of course the sheep-powered gun. He's always getting the business from his co-workers for being the angry scientist instead of the mad scientist.
I'm not mad, I'm angry. I am an angry scientist.
Yes, of course.
Next up, we have General Lee Outrageous, voiced by Joey Mazzarino. General Lee Outrageous is General Specific's cousin. He's also a stereotypical 1970s disco partier. Lee also has a goat-powered ray gun and is General Specific's rival. Like General Specific, General Lee also has a helper, and his is named Private Party. Next up, we have Lady Virginia Richington, voiced by Ruth Boozy in the pilot and Stephanie D'Abruzzo in the rest of the series. Lady Virginia is a very wealthy woman that is never seen without her jewelry. She is the owner of Swanky the Poodle. She absolutely loathes sheep and in general often hits him with her stainless steel wig. Let me check my notes again. Stainless steel wig. Like I like to say, I'd say you can't make this stuff up, but clearly somebody did. Speaking of which, we have Swanky the Poodle, voiced by Stephanie D'Abruzzo. Swanky is a poodle that sheep loves. There really isn't a whole lot else to say. Next up, we have Lisa Rental, voiced by Stephanie D'Abruzzo. Lisa thinks sheep is a dog and wants to capture him. Then there was Oxymoron, a literal ox used for advertisements for the Oxymoron Company. Then we have Victor, voiced by Ken Schatz. He's a salesman and host in the Oxymoron commercials. Up next is Jay, voiced by Ken Schatz, a man that reads signs out loud before another character. Next up we have X-Agent, voiced by Kevin Seal. X-Agent is a black sheep that General Specific hires to capture sheep, which raises a lot of questions, but maybe another video. However, along the way, Sheep and Agent X actually become friends, and he actually ends up helping Sheep. He does so by betraying General Specific and turns into Sheep's protector. Great Scott! No, I'm not just saying that, that's the next character. Great Scott. Voiced by Stephanie D'Abruzzo, Great Scott is a Scotsman that responds after anyone says Great Scott. There are a couple of news announcers, a male-female team, Hank, voiced by Ken Schatz, and Betsy, voiced by Stephanie D'Abruzzo. Next up, we have Irv, the studio accountant, voiced by Joey Mazzarino. He has to figure out how to lower the costs of doing the show. An ongoing joke. Moving along, we have the Sombrero Brothers. Hector, voiced by Mo Willems, and Bill, voiced by Ken Schatz. The duo fly a plane as the Flying Sombrero Brothers. The Ranting Swede, voiced by Kevin Seal, is a Swedish that will go off on rants about things that irritate him. The Ranting Norwegian, voiced by Kevin Seal, doesn't know very much about ranting, and instead he's appreciative of what he has. And lastly, General Public, voiced by Jerry Nelson. General Public is Private Public's father. Holy cow, or should I say holy sheep, that is a lot of characters, but now we know more about the cast, we can finally dig into what this show is actually about. Kinda. While we won't be covering every story included in every episode, it does have one main ongoing plot. And it starts with Sheep living peacefully on a farm with Farmer John when suddenly he becomes the focus of a secret military organization. Because you see, General Specific has the sheep-powered ray gun and he needs a sheep to power it. There are a couple of reasons why it could be sheep in specific, but it has to be this sheep. That's because this specific ray gun can only house this one specific sheep. Due to the General's obsession with sheep, the farm is threatened, forcing Sheep to leave the farm and move to the big city. Sheep, big city, I see what they did there. Suddenly, Sheep's world becomes a lot more complicated, as he is now on the run from General Specific, Private Public, the plot device, the angry scientist, and various other unnamed military troops. Being from the farm, Sheep has to learn how to take care of himself in the big city. He falls in love with Swanky the Poodle and has to dodge the secret military organization, Lisa Rental, Lady Richington, and various other threats. Like I said, with there being 2 seasons of this show, we're not going to get into the specifics of every episode, but this one did have a formula. And that formula to the episodes is that each episode was done in 3 separate segments. You see, check it out. Each episode began by showing an unrelated clip which we find out is a show that Sheep is watching. Once Sheep pushes the correct button on the TV remote, the channel changes and the theme song starts. Like many other cartoons and TV shows, Sheep in the Big City has fake advertisements, a ton of fourth wall breaking, and episode titles that are plays on words with sheep or sheep-centric behavior, such as To Bleat or Not to Bleat, Belle of the Baaaaaaa, Can't Live Without You, and all of those are in Season 1. Then we had Wish You Were Shear, The Wool of the People, Daddy Shearist, and Here Goes the Mutton in Season 2. With the success of Sheep in the Big City, there is a ton of merchandise like plush toys, plastic figures, and t-shirts. It was even promoted by Subway sandwich shops, an unlikely place to find this one, in 2001 with 4 toys in the series. Also in 2022, most of the series would stream on HBO Max in Latin America with both English and Spanish dubs available. As far as getting a DVD release, we couldn't find it anywhere to buy here in 2025. However, episodes are available around online. If you know where to look, you'll find what you want. But we haven't found any official avenues to watch this show. Sheep in the Big City was a pretty good show, and I remember watching it when it was on. It may not be in my top 10, but it is up there pretty high. It's still a fun watch even today, with its slapstick comedy and corny jokes you just can't miss. But now you know what I think? I've just gotta ask. Were you a fan of Sheep in the Big City? If so, what's your favorite episode or character? And if not, what was your favorite childhood snack, toy, show, movie, or other memory? Did we forget anything, get something wrong, or leave something out? Do you have a suggestion for a future video, or maybe you just want to drop in and say hi? Either way, feel free to head on down to our comment section because we love hearing from you. And with that, unfortunately, we've come to the end of another Macabre'Gorium Labs showcase of things likely forgotten Cartoon Network Edition video. My name is Bats, and I hope you had a good time today as we took a look at today's topic, Sheep in the Big City. Bye! Be sure to check back next time because you never know what we have in store, and as usual, think for yourselves, be excellent to each other, and keep it creepy. Hey, Goat, try to find me one of those sheep-powered ray guns. Hey everybody, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you had a good time. This one was a lot of fun to make too. I think Goat had a lot of fun writing it, and we have some pretty cool stuff coming up, but I know we say that a lot, but we really do, so you might want to stick around for that. And while we're here and wrapping up, we just want to give a shout out to our patrons, Corey Backus, Viking Woman, Boss Mike, Woodstock, Bill, Matt H, and Joshua R. Thank you all for your support. You guys freaking rock. Be sure to check out these linked videos for another one of our awesome works or a video from our partner channel, Bats from the Grave. We'll see you in the next one. Keep it creepy.